I don't know that we were thinking about a 10-1 comeback at that point. You just want to start to chip away. I mean, that's what you kind of do is you try to get one, you try to get two, and you want to get a base runner on base.
Base hit into right field, and Huff is on with a leadoff single here in the 7th inning.
When pitchers are throwing the ball well and they haven't had a lot of base runners, everybody in the dugout says, let's get them in the stretch and just see if something changes.
That one towards right field. That's going to be a base hit. Huff will stop at second. Reimolds on with his second hit, 2 for 3. 2 on and nobody out.
And I think that probably changed as much as anything was you get a guy uncomfortable, you get him on somebody on base, and they have to change their routine.
Masterson now working out of the stretch here as the Orioles try and get some of these runs back. They put the big shift on here with Luke Scott up.
Luke Scott, was providing power from the left side of the plate.
Here's the pitch on the way to Scott. A breaking ball drilled to right field.
That is back near the wall, and that's where it'll hit. Ricochets towards center.
Huff will come in to score the Orioles' second run of the game.
It's an RBI double for Luke Scott. It is a 10-2 ball game.
And then all of a sudden a base hit here, a base hit there, and you score 1 or 2, as I was saying, you start to chip away.
Oscar Salazar is on as the pinch hitter for Melvin Mora.
You're really just trying to make the game interesting at that point, I think, more than anything, and bring some life to your dugouts. And all of a sudden you get 1 or 2, and then maybe you start to get a little bit of life in the dugout.
And he lifted, and he got that one way back, and goodbye home run. Oscar Salazar, a 3 RBI pinch hit homer.
Then they have to go to a different pitcher, and then you start to build some confidence. And in a moment like that, I think that's really what began to happen in the 7th inning for us.
1-0 delivery on the way, and he's got a base hit. Going to wave him home, and there'll be no play at the plate.
He will come in to score the 6th run of the night for the Orioles. The Orioles within 4 runs as they have scored 5 times here in the bottom of the 7th.
This was something, unfortunately, so often we saw it go the other way around. We weren't on this end of it as much as I would have liked to have said we were.
Nobody out, bases loaded. Okajima will now face Matt Wieters.
Okajima's delivery to Wieters. Line drive, left field, base hit! The Orioles will get their 7th run of the night as Reimold comes in to score. Still no one down, still the bases loaded, and the Orioles within 3 at 10-7.
And you got to believe the Red Sox are out there going, what is going on here? 3-2, bases loaded, nobody out. Saito's delivery to Wigginton, and he rips it to right field. Back on near the warning track, up and caught. The run will score, sac fly RBI, and it is a 10-8 game. Well, for Brian Roberts, no better time to get out of the slump he is in than right now.
I didn't realize, I guess, when I came up in the 8th inning, I was 0 for 18, my last 18 at the time.
Brian Roberts, is he due?
Way overdue.
And there's something about being in that environment, being in that situation where all of a sudden the game's on the line and you maybe lock your concentration in a little bit more than you would have if it was 10-1.
This thing has turned into a real grinded out ball game.
Well, it's a 2-run game.
Runners at first and third for the Birds. The pitch to Roberts, ground ball. Base hit inside the bag at third into left field. Salazar comes in to score. A 1-run Boston lead, 10-9. And the Orioles have come all the way back, trailing now by just 1.
I believe Jeremy Guthrie pinch ran at second base. We used him sometimes because he was a terrific athlete and ran pretty well.
So Guthrie, the Orioles starter, comes on as a pinch runner here.
Here comes Terry Francona.
It's time for Papelbon.
Papelbon was just lights out. I mean, it was very similar to when Rivera would come in the game or Kimbrel or those guys. I mean, it was game over essentially when Pap would come in the game during those years in Boston.
And that will bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis 0 for 7. Lifetime off Papelbon.
Well, Nick should have been a multi-time All-Star in Baltimore. I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind. He was as steady as it gets when you look at players.
What a ball game. The Orioles have battled back from 10-1 to 10-9. 1 down, 2 on.
Nick can just flat out hit, and it didn't matter who it was.
2 down. Markakis swings, hits it in the air, left center field. Nobody's going to get that one. It'll bounce off the base of the wall. The tying run is in. The go-ahead run to the plate. Here's the throw. The slide. Safe. Third base. Safe. The Orioles have the lead.
That's classic Markakis. Use the left center gap, drive a ball for a double, and able to score 2. I can remember crossing home plates, and you're thinking, wow, this is really happening. We've now scored 10 unanswered against a Red Sox team and a Red Sox bullpen that have been, really good all year.
The Orioles have an amazing comeback win as they win it 11-10 in one of the greatest comebacks you will see in Major League Baseball.
To do it against them, and then obviously to get that final hit against Papelbon and score those 2 final runs against him, kind of icing on the cake at that point.